Hello, and welcome to our video on the 2023 housing market predictions. Today, we're going to take a closer look at what the experts are saying about the future of the housing market and whether their predictions are accurate or not. As we all know, the housing market is one of the most important sectors of the economy, affecting not only the buying and selling of properties, but also the wider financial market and the well-being of individuals and families. With so much at stake, it's crucial that we understand the trends and patterns in the market and what we can expect in the years to come. The experts making these predictions come from a variety of fields, including investment banks, real estate data firms, trade groups, home listing sites, real estate investment firms, economists, and blog authors. Many of these firms have decades of experience in the housing market and use a range of data points to generate their forecasts. Some of the most notable firms making predictions include Goldman Sachs, Realtor.com, CoreLogic, NAR, Freddie Mac, Mortgage Bankers Association, Zillow, Fannie Mae, Redfin, and HousingWire. These firms are reliable sources for housing market predictions and can provide valuable insights into the direction of the market. While they all make predictions on the housing market, we will only be mentioning some of them. Experts' predictions for the 2023 housing market. 24 leading housing market researchers believe that national home prices have further to fall in 2023. These researchers cite a variety of factors that could contribute to a further decline in home prices, including weak household income growth, higher mortgage rates, an influx of remote workers to certain markets, and an increase in inventory levels. They argue that these factors, coupled with a lack of homes for sale and limited affordability, could lead to a peak-to-trough decline of anywhere from 5% to 20% in home prices. The 24 firms that believe national home prices have further to fall in 2023 include Fannie Mae, Mortgage Bankers Association, HousingWire, Wells Fargo, and others. On the other side, 5 firms believe that home prices have already bottomed. These researchers argue that the prospects for the U.S. housing market are improving and that national home prices will rise due to higher mortgage purchase applications and survey-based measures of purchasing intentions rebounding sharply. They predict that U.S. home prices will rise by anywhere from 0.2% to 5.4% in 2023, and that the peak-to-trough decline will come in closer to 6%. The 5 firms that believe home prices have already bottomed include Realtor.com, Home.llc, CoreLogic, and others. Possible factors that could affect the predictions. Now that we've discussed the predictions of the 2023 housing market, let's talk about some other potential factors that could affect those predictions. As we know, predicting the future is never an exact science, and there are always unforeseen circumstances that can drastically change the course of things. One of the factors that could play a significant role in the housing market is the possibility of economic changes. The economy has a direct impact on the housing market, and any changes in economic policies or indicators could have significant implications. For instance, if there is a recession, the housing market will be heavily affected, as fewer people will have the financial stability to purchase a home, leading to a decrease in demand and, as a result, a drop in home prices. For example, the economics team at Realtor.com predicts that the median price of existing homes will rise 5.4% in 2023, while mortgage rates above 7.4%. Realtor.com believes that the prospects for the U.S. housing market are improving and that national home prices will increase due to higher mortgage purchase application and survey-based measures of purchasing intentions rebounding sharply. The same can be said for Home.llc. The firm predicts U.S. home prices will rise 4% in 2023. Home.llc attributes this forecast to mortgage purchase applications and survey-based measures of purchase intentions rebounding sharply. Another factor that could impact the housing market is any political change that might occur in the coming year. Political events such as elections or changes in policies could have a ripple effect throughout the economy and, ultimately, the housing market. The instability can result from a change in government, or a significant shift in policy could lead to fluctuations in interest rates and consumer confidence, which could affect the housing market. Moreover, it's essential to remember that we are still living in a post-pandemic world, and the pandemic's aftermath could continue to impact the housing market in 2023. The effects of the pandemic on the economy and the housing market were unprecedented, and we are still unsure about the long-term implications. The continued spread of the virus and potential for new variants could cause further economic uncertainty and affect the housing market. This is supported by the analysts at CoreLogic. The real estate data firm predicts that U.S. home prices will rise 2.8% between November 2022 and November 2023. CoreLogic believes that the improved mortgage purchase application figures for January will contribute to an increase in home prices. Counter-arguments to the experts' predictions. While many experts have predictions for the 2023 housing market, it's important to consider other perspectives that may contradict these predictions. It's worth noting that not everyone agrees with the experts' outlooks, and there are counter-arguments that challenge the accuracy of their predictions. In this section, we'll explore some of these counter-arguments and show data that supports them. Firstly, one potential flaw in the experts' predictions is that they may not be considering the full extent of the impact that the COVID-19 pandemic has had on the housing market. While there has been an uptick in home sales and prices due to a surge in demand and low inventory, there are many underlying economic and social factors that could negatively impact the market in the upcoming year. For example, the recent emergence of new COVID-19 variants and potential future lockdowns could lead to further economic instability and job loss, which could, in turn, lead to a decrease in demand for housing. Additionally, the high inflation rates that have resulted from pandemic-related supply chain disruptions and increased demand for goods and services could lead to rising mortgage rates, making it more difficult for people to purchase homes. This is supported by experts at Fannie Mae. Economists at the firm predict that U.S. home prices, as measured by the Fannie Mae HPI, will fall 1.5% in 2023 and another 1.4% dip in 2024. Fannie Mae expects a decline in home prices due to weak household income growth and mortgage rates that average 6.5% this year before moderating back to 5.5% by mid-decade. Furthermore, while the experts' predictions take into account factors such as interest rates and home prices, they may not be accounting for potential changes in government policy or the broader economic climate. For instance, if the government were to implement policies that favor renting over home ownership, this could lead to a decrease in demand for housing and a corresponding decrease in home prices. Similarly, if there were to be a recession or other major economic crisis, this could lead to a significant downturn in the housing market. The worrying economic climate has the Mortgage Banker Association experts worried. The trade group's latest forecast has U.S. home prices, as measured by the FHFA U.S. House Price Index, falling 0.6% in 2023 and another 1.2% dip in 2024. The Mortgage Bankers Association believes that the decline in home prices will be more significant in the west and mountain regions of the country, where there has been an increase in inventory. It's important to keep in mind that the housing market is a complex and ever-changing system that can be influenced by a wide range of factors. Although we can make educated guesses based on current trends and data, there's always a level of unpredictability that could throw off the most well-informed predictions. As we wrap up, we want to hear from you. What do you think about the experts' predictions for the 2023 housing market? Do you have any thoughts or predictions of your own to share? Let us know in the comments below. Also, if you're new to this channel, I strongly encourage you to subscribe and click the like button. You can also keep up with all of our most recent videos. See you in the next one.